Hi peeps, it's Mike. This is a review on Siberia. Seen it once. Walmart used to have the bins, they don't have it anymore, which sucks. With DVD bins. I didn't get it. Seen bad reviews, so I stayed away from it. So my expectations were low. It was on FX on demand, so I watched it, gave it a whirl. A John Wick and Girl with the Dragon Tattoo ripoff without the style, filmmaking, good writing. They didn't do a good job of differentiating. He has the same look, voice inflection, call him Mr. Hill instead of Mr. Wick, and a hotel receptionist who helps him out. The acting, Keanu Reeves, Lucas Hill was decent, working with the bare bones material. Anna Volor, I'm probably saying it wrong. Kiata was pretty good, just given some bad dialogue. Dmitry Chipkovsky, Ivan was pretty good, conveyed worry and care for his sister. Pisha T. Boris was alright, a typical mobster with some awful dialogue. Everyone else was fine, they did their job. Had to fast forward about 2 minutes of company logos, like what the... I was trying to find out, couldn't find out. And if you can, put it in the comments section, let us all know why, if you can find out. The main story about Blue Diamonds becomes an afterthought. The second act is just him fooling around with a Russian woman. There's no sense of urgency. He has 2 days to get back the diamonds for the Russian mob. Just meanders. The slower pace doesn't really build on character. You have bare bones to nothing. Doesn't convey the message of anti-greed and what makes a good man that well. The action was generic. Bit of a fight outside the diner and a shootout at the end of the film. The cinematography, a shot of Mr. Hill walking outside to make the second deal with the mob. In the background, lush, bright trees, and on the right side of the shot, as he's getting closer, building's getting closer, this ugly, gray, industrial building. I love the shot because it's industrialism with the beauty of nature in one shot. A wide shot of Mr. Hill waiting for Vincent on the bridge with 2 lion statues side by side. A wide of Mr. Hill on the phone with people in the background waiting at the airport. Interesting things to know. Nicolas Cage turned down the role of Lucas Hill, and that could have been worse or about the same. If he's subdued, if he's over the top, then it could have been worse. Most of the film was filmed in Canada, and only a few scenes were filmed in Russia. So much for authenticity. Some of it's supposed to be in America, most of it's supposed to be in Russia. Overall, a below average thriller that needed to elaborate on its messages, cut out characters, flesh out the rest, and have better pacing. Don't recommend this one. It's not collection worthy. Spoiler warning. It's about a diamond smuggler, Lucas Hill. He's gonna go with his friend that wants him to go do this deal. He goes to Russia, goes to the hotel. Then his friend is missing. He can't find his friend. And he did shady dealings with the Russian mob. And they want the diamond. So he has 2 days to get the diamond. And you think, okay, this is gonna amp it up. No, it just meanders on the wrong thing. Pacing issues on him kind of slouching. And then also it kind of meanders. You have a scene of him being drunk, showing off the toilet. It just feels like filler. Mostly filler, barely a thriller. Another thing they focus on, he doesn't really fall in love with her, but they have a thing, and the sex scenes go too long. Oh man, it feels like a porn parody, some of the writing. I can't believe screenwriters, this Academy Award winning, he wrote A Simple Plan. That's a good movie, and it got the message of anti-greed very well. Not this one. There's like bad porn parody lines where the villain says it to him, and this disturbing scene that to... And I thought it was going to cut to an action sequence. At least you're going to give us this. But no. When he goes to make the deal and the girl that he's with goes with them and to show that we're blood brothers, the villain saying the mobster, we have to, from each other's lovers, to suck us off. And we stare into each other's eyes until we, you know what. Who wrote this? It's like laughably bad, but its messages. Lucas, the Keanu Reeves, says this, you're not a good man, to himself, and I thought, okay, this is interesting. We can go somewhere here. We're gonna dive into the character's psyche, and it does not. There's another scene too when he's with that Russian woman, and he asked her, is her husband a good man? They're both cheating on each other too. She has a husband, he has a wife. They don't really do anything with the wife character either. Molly Ringwald plays her. And she's in one scene and then on the laptop too. Really, you could have just had a throwaway line saying he has a wife. That's it. Because her being there didn't establish anything with their relationship or anything about her or him, how they are. It feels like filler too. Another filler when he gets drunk and he's with the brother and like his friends and the husband of the one he's fooling around with, and they're bear hunting. But that too didn't amount to anything. That was just filler. Could have been cut out. There's also characters that need to be cut out. Brother's friends, that group could have been cut out. They didn't amount to anything. The one guy, I don't know the actor's name, but he was in Hawkeye and he also played bad guy in that, like a typical Russian big guy. He's in this movie. Kind of plays a typical Russian. But you could have cut him out. You could have cut out. There's this Vincent character that he also has dealings with Keanu Reeves' character. He doesn't amount to anything either. So it's like, why you even have this character? Because he like warns him about the cops getting involved, and that's when you finally feel somewhat suspense because he gets pulled in by the cops, and then he has to make another dealing, but with fake diamonds to get the bad guy. This could have been a good movie. They just fleshed out Keanu Reeves' character. They didn't meander. They made it more of a condensed and tighter and a faster pace, not too fast, but maybe a little bit faster pace to go and then put that intensity that it needed. I would say that this is better than what the Rotten Tomatoes was given at 16%. It's like a little bit better. It's not awful, but it's not good either. It's not even okay. It's just below average. It's below okay. If I would give it a percentage, probably a 30. Oh, I also like that exchange with the cops when he was telling them, what if I say, go F yourself? And then he says that. It was a good back kind of little joke thing, because he says it into the wire. Little funny thing. How it copies the girl with the dragon tattoo. It's in Europe. It has a cold setting. Oh, that's another positive I would say about this film, the cold setting. You do feel the coldness of the location and the weather. Another positive thing, Keanu Reeves' character, Lucas, he has mortality. I like that he gets beat up in the fight, that he gets shot up, dies too in the end. I like that he died. So they want you to feel bad for him, and that I don't like, because it's like, I don't care about this. You didn't give enough to this character. And they sort of, but it's half-assed, try to give him this redemption arc. He was gonna leave. He goes back to try to do the right thing, and he like kills like the mobsters, and they try to rev up the music at the end, like make it emotional when he's like shot up and he's dead, and it's like, no, I don't feel bad for you. You got what you deserved. It's more so like that. You cheated on your wife. You deal with the mob. This is Mike's Reviews, Art and More. I do movie review requests, take drawing requests too. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Letterboxd, DeviantArt. What's next? Aliens is next. There'll be some out-of-theater reaction. The first Wonder Woman, the first Doctor Strange, since I did the sequels. What's going on? I'm gonna have to re-record it. There's breathing. We're gonna use the filter this time. Pronunciate a little bit better too. And driving's been good. Going places in Bridgewater Mall, Somerville, comic book shop, and the new game store over there, and I had fun going over there. Been going to Walmart and other stores. It's good on my day off. Went out and about. Writing songs, still with the guessing game. There's like one with modern day Nazis, which is pretty much the PC and the cancel culture wackos. Still gotta do more. I can't force the writing with the book ideas that I have. The Cawing, which is the one Willard, but with crows instead of the mice or rats. And the other one, A Walk, which is about the female jogger getting attacked by a turkey buzzard. Putting my experience into that. Kind of like Stephen King with Cujo, because he was almost attacked by a Saint Bernard. I got some of it down. I got similes and describing things, fan art. Guy and Squidward are both known as the straight man compared to the obnoxious one that they're with. Both at the diner, and they're both saying, I gotta deal with this. Squidward's gotta deal with SpongeBob, and the guy dealing with Sam, with another fan art with Trump, Mickey Mouse, Wesley Snipes, and it's the guy from HBO Max, them not paying taxes, want to put them together, Trump saying, hey Mick, I'm a big fan, needs taxes, am I right? Like and subscribe for more videos. Let me know what you guys think of Siberia. Do you think it's awful? The majority of people who think it's awful, or are you the tiny few that I've seen online? There's a few that think it's decent or pretty good. Let's discuss in the comment section below. You peeps have a good day. Stay creative.